Rachel Watson is a woman whose life has spiraled out of control. Once happily married, she is now divorced, unemployed, and struggling with alcohol addiction. Every day, she rides the commuter train into New York, pretending to go to work, even though she was fired months ago. From the window, she watches the houses pass by, and she becomes obsessed with one particular couple who seem to live a perfect life. That couple is Megan and Scott Hipwell. To Rachel, they represent the happiness and love she has lost. She imagines their story in her head, believing them to be the picture of true romance. But just a few doors down lives her ex-husband, Tom, with his new wife Anna and their baby. Rachel's inability to let go of her past drives her into depression, and alcohol only makes her memories more unreliable. One evening, Rachel sees something shocking from the train window. Megan, the woman she has idolized, is kissing another man who is definitely not her husband Scott. This vision shatters Rachel's fantasy of the perfect couple. Consumed with anger and alcohol, she decides to confront Megan. But that night, after wandering near the Hipwell house in a drunken blackout, Rachel wakes up covered in blood and bruises, unable to remember what happened. The next morning, news breaks. Megan has gone missing. Rachel becomes entangled in the investigation. Because she was seen near the house that night, suspicion falls on her. But Rachel is determined to prove her innocence and uncover the truth about Megan's disappearance. She approaches Scott, pretending to be a friend of Megan's, and tells him about Megan's affair. Scott, devastated, confides in Rachel and grows closer to her, but Rachel's unreliable memory makes everything murky. Is she a witness, or could she somehow be guilty? Meanwhile, Anna, Tom's new wife, is deeply suspicious of Rachel's constant presence. Anna resents Rachel for still clinging to Tom and for interfering in their lives. She insists that Rachel is dangerous, a drunk, and possibly capable of violence. The tension between these women grows, especially as the police investigation deepens. The story takes a darker turn when Megan's body is found buried in the woods. She had been pregnant, but the child was not Scott's. Suspicion now spreads wider. Scott is accused of abuse. Rachel is still under suspicion because of her blackout. And even Megan's therapist, Dr. Kamal Abdick, becomes a suspect since he was having an affair with her. Rachel struggles to piece together her fractured memory. Slowly, flashes of that night return to her. She remembers fighting with someone, but the face is unclear. She begins to suspect Tom, her ex-husband, played a role. Years of gaslighting and manipulation by Tom come into focus. He had often told Rachel she was violent when drunk, that she embarrassed him, and that she could not trust her own memory. But as the puzzle pieces fall into place, Rachel realizes that Tom has been lying all along. The truth is devastating. Tom was having an affair with Megan, just as he had cheated on Rachel with Anna before. When Megan became pregnant, Tom panicked. He did not want the child to ruin his new life, so when Megan threatened to reveal the affair, Tom killed her. Rachel had stumbled into the scene that night, but in her drunken state, she could not recall it. Tom had twisted her perception, making her believe she was the violent one. Armed with this revelation, Rachel confronts Tom. At his house, the situation explodes into violence. Tom attacks her, and in self-defense, Rachel uses a corkscrew to stab him in the neck. Anna, witnessing everything, chooses not to help Tom. Instead, she finishes him off, ensuring he cannot manipulate or harm anyone again. In the aftermath, Rachel finally finds closure. She accepts the broken pieces of her past and begins to let go of the fantasy life she once imagined. Watching from the train once more, she sees the world with clearer eyes, not as she wishes it to be, but as it truly is. The girl on the train is not just a witness anymore. She is someone who found the courage to face the truth, no matter how painful, and reclaim her life.